Hey folks, Ben with Snarky Sayings. Hey, today we're going to go ahead and show you how to put together our new paint rack riser. These fit with our existing paint racks. They actually have a locking tab so that if you wanted to put any of our existing paint racks, either our Vallejo or GW, these fit just right on top. They lock down. I'm not going to put this in because they do get a little tight as they go in. But that lets you expand some of your hobby desk. These will fit our testers, GW, Vallejo. We do have some people that have asked for some custom ones so that they can put in different essential oils or tattoo ink, different things like that, some different paint markers. We have these available to you. These are, they give you an extra drawer with a divider. You don't have to have the divider if you don't want to. It comes right out. But these slide in and they actually have some pieces in the back that lock in. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an assembly video on this. And as usual, I recommend either wood glue or I'm going to use super glue and some Instaset. This is some Bob Smith Industries. They work for both. The super glue is just a little faster to do it. Some of these parts I'm going to dry fit today and not glue them just to speed up the process. But I would recommend gluing all surfaces on this. These are modular, so you can stack these up. So you can go 2, 3 high with them. And they fit the rest of our existing line, such as our corner brush rack. These are about 11.5 by 11.5 wide, and then they are 6.5 in depth. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start off. We're going to go ahead and build the drawer. And like I said, I'm going to dry fit this drawer just because it's just a little faster to do that. You'll start off in your packaging. You're going to go ahead and receive a couple pieces that look like this. So you'll have 2 of the D3. These are our front and our front and our back pieces. This is the D4 piece. This is the divider. And here is D5 times 2. That's your side pieces. And D1's the bottom. So to start with, we'll take D1. We're going to go ahead and glue it just like this. Which way goes out does not matter for this piece. It doesn't care. And I would, if I was going to glue this, I can bead it now if I wanted to, or I could put a bead of glue right along this edge and set these parts on there. And like I said, I'm just kind of giving you a better view of this as best I can. And so I'm just placing this in. Like I said, I would put the glue down. If I was using super glue on this, I'd hit it with a little bit of Insta-Kick. Or probably Insta-Set. So now we've got our side pieces. These have finger grooves in them. Or finger joints, pardon me, and so they just fit just down like that, slide all the way down. You notice they've got a little bit of depth on there. That's to help slide along on the rail. Now we're going to go ahead and set our other piece in. And like I said, I would glue right in here, glue along the bottom, and that would just help strengthen it up. The drawer itself, because of the way those grooves are built, is very strong just by itself. So we don't really have to glue it. Same thing here for the divider. If you're going to put it in, you don't have to glue it if you don't want to. If you're going to glue it, you go ahead and put a bead of glue here, all on the edges, and then set it in. And that's our drawer. For our drawer itself, it is about 11.5 by about 5.5 inches. I put models in mine or spare paints, whatever you wanted to do with it. So with the drawer out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start assembling the actual riser itself. Like I said, in your packaging that you'll receive from one of these, you'll have a couple different parts. I'm going to go ahead and order these. So these are our C parts. These are actually the braces. Kind of look like bow ties to me. And then we'll have our risers themselves. There's the thing to notice on these is the 2 hooks. They kind of come up in the back. That allows the paint rack riser to set there, and that's actually what holds it from moving backwards. There is an A and a B. I usually tell people is put the A and the B on the outside if you want to. It doesn't really matter. And then you'll have 2 F2s, 2 F1s. Those are important to know is that they got the little tab in the front. And then 2 of the G's. One of them will go upside down. It's just the way that it works to allow the drawer to slide. So, all right. This one I will go ahead and super glue. This is not something that you could do without having super glue on it, just because of the way the whole system works. You'll notice one side of the C is it comes out further. It doesn't go out to the edge. The reason for that is as this thing gets glued together, parts of it butt up to different things. So here's our hook on the back. Here is our tab on the back. This is our B side. So I'm going to go ahead and super glue this real quick. And I'm just trying to hurry on these because the quicker the video is, I guess Facebook likes it better. I don't know. So metrics and all those things. So I'm putting a bead of glue on the bottom pieces, sliding them in. Yeah, I did glue that. Sorry. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set that. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a little bit of Insta-Set just to speed up the thing. The other day I was trying to figure out how much Insta-Set I actually go through, and I'm very unsure. I use a lot of it, especially for models. Same thing again. So here's our G, and the smooth side is going to go up front, just like this. Maybe a better angle, just like that. The smooth side goes to the front. Our hook is still right here, okay? And that's the back. I just keep saying the hook is towards the back and hoping everybody understands what I'm saying. So same thing again. Bead along the bottom edge, and a bead along the inside. And you'll notice too, there's actually going to be a bead that we can just kind of throw right here for about the bottom inch or so, half inch. And that just helps us a little more, just to get a little more purchase. So just like that. And as normal, a little bit of kicker to speed up the process. Just like that. All right. While that's drying, we're going to go ahead and set our second one in. And like I was talking about how on the C's, the bow ties, how it's got the little tab at the back, you'll notice as I slide this in, if you don't have it right, it's not going to butt up. So the tab at the bottom just sits there, and that actually makes a 90-degree. So this really helps strengthen this up. So while I'm going to go ahead and do a bead of glue there, and then in here, I'm going to go ahead, and do this, and one side, down the other. Apparently I can't glue to save my life today. So just like that. I'm a little sloppy with it just because I'm going fast. And just like that. More kicker. All right. So those are together now. So we got a good bond forming there. So we're going to repeat the same thing. Here's our A side, the little hook in the back, and that's going to go on this other end. Now, I was kind of playing with this earlier, trying to find the best way to show you guys how to assemble it. And what I kind of came up with is we're going to line everything up and get it ready, because we are going to go ahead and repeat the process, but just to kind of get stuff. So I'm setting it up. This is, move my camera just a hair to give this in. So I'm setting this, gluing right on top of it. Okay, and I'm gluing the bottom. This one, you'll glue the back side and the front side, just to give ourselves maximum purchase. If you were going to go especially more than 3 high, you would really want to make sure you had a good bond going on. The nice thing is engineer, like how they're structured, they kind of support the thing above them. So they're pretty strong, but I just like to be on the safe side, you know. So I'm lining this up on this side. Set that in. I'll spin this around, trying to make it where you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're seated. And go ahead and hit this real fast. Oh no. Ah, still got some left in there. Woo! All right, here's our G. Like I said, it's going to be flipped upside down. The only reason for that is that just the way when we cut them, it makes more sense to do it this way. Oh, oops. So bead on the bottom, bead on the edge, bead on the top. Smooth side towards the front of this thing, the hook's in the back. A little dab there to kind of give a little extra oomph. Oh, oops. And also, apologies, bead along the edge in the back. All right. There we go. Okay, so now that I got that, cool part is we're almost done actually. So that's going to dry for us. So now we've got two F2s, two F1s. The F2s, they don't matter which way they go, but they're going to go in just like this, so they can go either way. It doesn't matter to us. And they're the same on both ends. So along the edge here, and then along this guy, we don't want to put glue in here yet, but you could if you wanted to, and then set it. It's just easier to do it this way. So I'll set that guy in. And you notice when he goes in, we've still got this little spot. There's two holes. I'm going to go ahead and put my F1s in. This is the important part. That cutout has to go towards the front. So the hooks are in the back, the tab in the front. Like some sort of weird mullet, I guess. So bead a glue on the edge, our tabs, both sides. And if you really wanted to strengthen this guy up, you could go ahead and put some glue just on the inside of this. I would just kind of start in the middle. That just gives you a little more purchase. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slide this glue in there, or slide this part in there. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Insta-Set. Perfect. All right, same thing again. Like I said, doesn't matter. I'm just making it go up for my F2 part. Oops. Just to show you, same stuff, same thing. So just like that. And again, all right. And so I'm going to go ahead and slide the spello in. Okay. Same thing again, like I said, tab in the front. Okay. All right. And once it's set, it's stronger. We can go ahead and play with it. That's the nice part about this stuff. I'm going to drop this down just a hair so that we can see what we're doing. So, and then we just slide our drawer right in. It goes in just like that. And you pull on it. We will be having another insert that goes in there later on. But for right now, we're kind of doing it this way, so it's just the drawers. So here's the cool part though. Like I said, here's where our hook is at in the back. You can go ahead and you can stack two of these on top of each other, so that what you would have is a brush rack holder. I got two drawers just like this, and I'm bumping into this guy. But you could glue these you could glue it all the way underneath it, or you can actually buy a 3/4 inch, they call these alligator clips or bulldog clips, just from your local staples or whatever. And man, that is a solid hold. Both up and down and sideways, it is a solid hold. You just need 4 of them. I think they're just like $1 or so. And then now, if we wanted to, I can go ahead and I can stack. And remember that tab? This piece here at the bottom, oh, pardon me, move my camera. So remember that tab that we have here? This piece at the bottom of your brush rack that helps strengthen it up, this actually locks right into that tab, and so you don't have any wiggle or movement at all. So it is solidly in there, and this is our regular brush, or our regular paint holder, pardon me. But now I've got it on 2 racks, trying to make this look smooth, and we can do it just like this. You can also, if you don't want to go that high, you just want to go with one high with 1 rack. You can use our corner rack brush holder, and we'll be having a video that's got all of this together in a big pile on our Facebook page. But if you wanted to, you can put those 2 together, and you can make a huge desk out of this. And like I said, we'll be using a new video. But as always, folks, if you got questions or you need a little bit of extra help, go ahead and send us a message, and happy painting.